Question we are here to discuss is whether this text is a lie that is perpetrated upon our people, or whether this is actually the word of the Most High. Romans 12:19. Beloved, do not avenge yourself, but rather give place to wrath. Put away wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, said the Lord. Therefore, if your enemy is hungry, feed them. If he is thirsty, give him drink. For in so doing, you will heap coals of fire upon his head. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. People have to listen to these scriptures carefully. Right? And the question you have to ask: vengeance is mine, revenge is mine, said the Lord. For if your enemies are hungry, feed them. If he is thirsty, give them drink. Let me give you a little scenario here. Let us say your enemies have been chasing you. He is wrath with you. Your enemy is wrath with you, and he decided he's going to kill you. And your enemies have been chasing you with a machete, and his whole and sole intention is to take that machete and chop you up into small pieces. You run away from your enemies, and because of the grace of the Most High gave you the strength to run away from your enemies. But however, your enemies chased you, and he chased you, and he chased you. You became all exhausted and tired and thirsty, and he fell along in the streets. And on your way home, you meet your enemy all thirsty and exhausted in the street. Are you going to give him your water? Are you going to give him water to drink so his thirst can quench and he can get back the strength he needs to pursue and to carry out his main objective in the first place? People, if you are going to give your enemies water, you are deserving of anything that your enemy intend to do for you. It is foolish for you to feed your hungry enemy, because you're giving him the enough strength and energy. So when he comes to attack you, he will have the strength and the energy to overcome you. If he is hungry and famished and starving, he does not have the strength and the energy to attack you. So it is foolish. This whole text, as is written in Romans, was placed there to pacify the Israelites, to ensure that the Israelites, the children of the transatlantic slave trade, remain passive, afraid, and stupid. Because it is only a stupid person who will feed his enemy. It is only a stupid person who will give his enemy to drink when he is thirsty. And people, always remember, you could never ever overcome evil by doing good. Because the people who are evil do not understand what it means to be doing good by their enemies. They will never understand it. People, let us go to another text that was placed there to accomplish the same objective. Matthew chapter 5 verse 38. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 38, and we will examine these two body of text carefully, and we will come to a conclusion. You have heard it was said, an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. But I said unto you, do not resist an evil person. But whosoever slap you on the cheek, turn the other cheek also. For any man sue you and take your tunic, let him have your cloak also. People, have you ever heard any such stupidness in your entire life? Any such stupidness in your entire life? The Son of the Most High, the Son of the Most High, who says that he comes to do the will of his Father who sent him, is now telling you, do not resist an evil person. So that means when a person who is evil, who has only evil intention against you and to you, and when they come to do you evil, you must not resist them. You must not resist them. That is why the African Americans here have been approached by the police, knowing that the police are going to shoot them, that the police intent is to kill them. And they stay there like idiots and allow themselves to be murdered without resisting, because it has been taught, it has been cultivated in their minds that they are not to resist the evil person. But people, what does the Most High have to say? Because Yahweh says that he comes to do the will of his Father, not his will. So let us find out what is the Most High will as it relates to dealing with your enemies. We all know the story of Samson, because we have been hearing these stories since we were small. And listen to the words of Samson. Listen to the dying declaration of Samson. Listen to what Samson had to say just before he met his death. Samson called on the Lord, saying, O Lord God, remember me, I pray. Strengthen me this once, O Lord, that I with one blow will take vengeance on this Philistine for my two eye. That I with one blow will take vengeance on this Philistine for my two eye. That I with one blow will take vengeance on this Philistine for my two eye. He was calling on the Most High. He tells the Most High to remember him and to bless him and to give him back his strength so that he can take vengeance on his enemies, the Philistine, because they poke out his two eyes. So when they tell you vengeance is mine, remember Samson, just for one time only. And the only reason why I want this strength for one time is to take vengeance upon my enemy, because it take up my two eyes. If vengeance was mine and the Most High was not interested in his people getting vengeance, he would have never given Samson the power. He would have never given back Samson his strength. But the Most High returned the strength that he took from Samson back to Samson, so that Samson will be able to get his vengeance. It is recorded that Samson killed more people when he died than when he was alive. Let us go to 1 Samuel 15:2. 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 2. The Most High, Yahweh, instructed Samuel to send Saul on a mission. Remember, Saul was the Most High's king. This is the mission that the Most High is going to send Saul on. He says, Saul, do you remember what Amalek did to Israel? How he laid wait for them in the way when they came out of Egypt? Go and smite Amalek, utterly destroy all that they have. Spare them not. Slay both men and women. Listen to this. Kill men and women, infants and suckling, babies and little children. kill infants and suckling, ox, sheep, camel, and ass. Don't spare nothing. Not 10 years, not 50 years, hundreds of years, more than 400 years. After the Amalekites launched up Egypt, hundreds of years after, the Most High is sending Saul on a mission to destroy every Amalekite. Everyone. And guess what? Saul went and he did almost everything, as he killed everything except the king and a few of the livestock. And for that disobedience, Saul will spend his eternity in hell. You understand? For that disobedience. So when they tell you vengeance is mine, that was not the Most High word. That was not what the Most High says. That is what the Caucasians who tampered with the Most High words put in the Most High word to keep the Israelites, the children of the transatlantic slave trade, slave forever. And therefore the Caucasians, the Edomites, has accomplished their objective by turning the children of the Most High into silly billies, stupid,